Hey guys, Benjamin here, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video, and we're doing a slightly different video as you can already tell. So here on my channel we do many different things. We do Among Us streams, Minecraft streams, film content, and one type of film content that I really like and enjoy making is Star Wars stuff, as you can see from that and that. Half of the things that I've made have been unreleased because I just haven't had time, and I've got school, you know, so like I don't get much time to do like heavy VFX, and I created One Piece back in the Easter holidays of 2019.
You're trying to regroup with your squadron, weren't you? You know I can't let that happen.
I've kind of done some visual effects for it and I'm working on it slowly, but you know, obviously other things come first like school and work. But there are three things that are kind of wrong with this. One is the camera we were using. We were using this little point and shoot. I don't like it. It doesn't really work anymore. It's not great. So that's one of the issues. It was shot with a little point and shoot camera. The second is the actual footage itself. For some reason, and we have no clue why, but sometimes it would be shooting in 60 frames, sometimes it'd be shooting in 30 frames, and then sometimes it was shooting anything in between. So we don't even know with that. Third issue, there's just something wrong with the lightsabers themselves. Like this shot here, it kind of looks all right. It has some nice cool elements to it, but there's something wrong with it. And that's something that I was kind of looking to see if I could rectify. And I saw this video by fxhome and I realized what it was.
Number 27, light VFX should cast light. And if it's not, it will be obvious that it's a visual effect. All of the prequels have lightsabers that don't cast light, except for the CG characters.
Oh, I'm never gonna unsee
In the prequel trilogy, the lightsabers had no in-world lighting, as they explained. And I was kind of looking at my own stuff and I was like, you know what? I think that's what brings it out for me. And as an avid film watcher myself, I'm always kind of looking at ways that I can better improve my content. That kind of like opened my eyes and I was like, maybe I should try and look into getting a lightsaber or something like that. And that is when I stumbled across DynamicSabers. And just say, none of this video is sponsored by any means, so all of the things that I'm saying about this is my own genuine opinions. And so I came across this site and I thought, you know, there are some good lightsabers on here. I'm kind of looking at the prices, kind of seeing, you know, user reviews and said, but at the moment I didn't have any money. I did a couple of filming jobs and then I was able to buy it. Unfortunately, my order took a little bit of time to get here because of importing issues and just, I don't even know, but it just took like a few weeks longer than expected, but it is finally here. So, finally here. So, I might unbox it. So, this came earlier today, and so I'm just going to open it up. Okay, so first thing in the box is the blade itself. It's got rubber cap at the bottom for protection. So these sabers have got sound effects, they're dual ready, they've got flash on clash, so whenever you're like, you know, smacking them against each other, they're gonna flash, rechargeable battery, and you can also, with the specific hilt I got, you can put two together and make a double bladed saber. The blade itself is a polycarbonate tube and is about 78 centimeters in length. So if we just get my old saber, the one that I used in this video, as you can see, the blade from the new one is basically the same length as this one. Now this one was a bit annoying because I brought it to school stupidly on May the 4th and some kid was using it and was going a little bit too hard, and so they bent it in the middle, so I had to get tape in the middle of it, but the tape now basically doesn't let me take out the blade, so that's another thing. It's just plastic. It doesn't feel real, basically. That's the blade itself. Okay, let's Oh, right, okay. This is the charger, yep. manual. And then they give you these screws and a little Allen key so that you're able to tighten the blade in properly to the hilt itself. So these are the instructions. We're just gonna see where the hilt is itself. Oh, okay, yeah, got it. Okay, taped up pretty well. It's got a good weight to it as well. So it feels good already for swinging. Okay, I can already see it. So this, oh, that feels good. That's got a good weight to it. Yeah, no, that's good, and it looks good as well. Like the hilt itself just looks good by itself, so you can easily just use it in like a standalone shot, you know, just holding it, and it still looks great on camera. I love the instructions, so don't use it to hurt people. Yep, that's always a good thing. First of all, it's got a great weight to it. It's a tiny bit top heavy, but that's more because that's where the LED is. But it's great already just in the hands, just swinging. Let's put the blade in, and let's slot this in. Okay. I got the Guardian design as I like as this was more of a Jedi look, so that's kind of why I went for this. I think it's already got the screws in it, so I think I just need to tighten it. First of all, actually, let's try and turn it on. And yeah, this is the bit as well where you can undo it, and then you can add like another piece, and that is where the speaker is. Let's turn this on. Oh, right, there we go. The light's already working. So as you can already hear, it's got the smash effect, and then you've got the flash effect for, you know, blocking things. Here we go. Yeah. So that's your hold. So now let's add the blade. Ooh. Yeah, so that just slots in like that. It doesn't work too well right now because I've got loads of lights on and it's really bright. You can change the color. So let's take, there you go. Right. Yeah, that's on and off. So you got the flash. Here we go, here's the colors. So you got blue, you got green. Actually, let me turn, my legs. Oh! Let's turn that off as well. Let's turn this light off. So now we can see what the blade looks like in the dark. So this is like a green. So yeah, so this is like a Yoda green. That here we've got like a yellow, and I believe this is more like a Rey look. This is like a Mace Windu. This is more of like a Luke Skywalker, and then this is like the white blade. Red, obviously Sith, and then we're back to blue. And then a slightly lighter blue. Yeah, so it's got the flash, you know, where you can really like smack it against something else. So as you can see already, there's already light being cast everywhere. So this is really going to help sell the believability of the saber itself. Now let's try to change the sound fonts. 1, 2. Okay, yeah, so that's a power down sequence. There we have a hold. And it's actually quite funny. The camera that I'm using here, the shutter speed and the frame rate are happening so fast that this doesn't look like it's flashing really fast. If I use my good camera, you'll kind of see that that's happening. So, changing sound fonts. Press 2 seconds for the right, okay. 1, 2.
You have something I want.
So that sounds like either Ben Solo or Kylo Ren. Ooh. Okay, 1, 2. So this seems like it's a silent one. Now this will help if you don't want any like noise on set and stuff like that. Let's turn this off again. 1, 2. This sounds like Kylo Ren. You can really hear like the brokenness of it. Let me. There you go. Yeah, this is. Yeah, that's definitely Kylo Ren. Yeah. 1, 2. This is a Ben Solo. Let's try it again. 1, 2.
You have something I want.
Yeah. So this, to me, this is more of a Sith sound. It's got more of that like grittiness to it. That's Sidious. Oh, wow. Yes, that's a Sidious. That's a Sidious right there. Let's go for a red. There we go. Oh. One, 2.
I've been waiting for this day for a long time.
That's definitely Kylo Ren. It gets a tiny bit warm around the light end, but that's expected. Yep. One, 2.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
Yeah, that's Luke. I'm not too much of a fan of this one. Let's change the colour back to blue.
That lightsaber was Luke's.
Okay. This again might also be Luke's.
You have something I want.
This is the sound I'll go for. There we go. So I'm really like smacking this quite a bit, and it is doing very well in terms of strength. Obviously, I have to test it out against a worthy opponent to figure out, you know, how durable these are. But overall, I'm really satisfied by the £64 I paid for this. So I've had this for a day now. I've kind of, been swinging it about, getting a feel for it. Things that I have noticed is with the swing, it can sometimes think that I'm like blocking. So like, as you can kind of see. But because it's pretty weighty itself, I don't think that's going to be an issue when fighting, because then we're just going to be slow and it's like, so I think that is like an alright feature. It's just that me myself, I'm quite a fast blade spinner, so it's kind of like a little bit too sensitive for someone like me, but maybe for someone that hasn't and is very much starting off, this will be totally fine. Sorry if the camera audio is really rubbish, I forgot to get my mic. I would say the controls are a little bit fiddly, but I think I'll get used to them. I've really been liking the green. I will say though, after about, how many months now? 7 months of owning this lightsaber now, one has become accustomed to its controls. But something interesting I found in relation to the controls that I discovered when shooting this film that will be coming out very shortly is a way to lock the lightsaber into a mode where it doesn't flash even if you clash it. And just after one simple light flash, the saber instantly becomes just locked off, meaning that there's light all the time. And this is really useful because, as you could see in the previous footage, when I was swinging it about and everything, the lights were going off and we don't want that. So, the lights were going off and we don't want that. So, you have all of that and, now it doesn't flash. And so back to my original review. Hello, it's me again. That clip you just saw was about 4 or 5 months ago now, back in June, I think, June, July, August-y time. I can't really remember. Anyway, so what I was saying about the flashing mode when swinging, well, I got another one. And basically they've now started shipping out new and updated versions of the lightsabers. The hilts are a lot cleaner, they're a lot nicer, and they have a lot more sound fonts. But the best thing is that they're a lot less sensitive when swinging now. I did a test here, and a lot of the swinging was just flawless, and it just wasn't flashing. It didn't recognize it as being a hit, and it actually did smooth swinging. So I think they're they're keeping improving, even though this is almost a year since I filmed the first review. But anyway, now back to the proper original review. I would say that without like a hand piece, like a fabric piece that was kind of meant to come with it, it does get a little bit tough on the hands, but that can be easily sorted by the character having gloves, just something to just protect your hands from the raw metal, just because even though it is polished and it is quite smooth, after a while's use it can get just a little bit rough. Of which I've now got. So I got some tape for Christmas, like hockey, tennis, racket type tape for like fishing rods and stuff like that. I think it looks a lot better. The grip on it is a lot better. Like, yeah, it doesn't hurt your hands as much. So, that's good. So overall, I think it's a really good piece of gear for any like Star Wars enthusiast that may want to get it. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to see more content like this. I'll see you later. Mate, I'm too fast for the sensor. It thinks I'm whacking something. I go too fast.
Welcome to the play.
Can make sure Moach doesn't escape.
Actually dead.